What's up, YouTube fam? Back at it. Yes, sir. It's a 2-for-1. We're working hard today because today is 9/11, September 11th. And there's so much conspiracy, so much talk about what happened and how did this. Good morning, guys. And, honestly, nobody really knows. Nobody really knows except the ones who were involved. But we got a lot of speculation. We got a lot of good evidence that's almost inevitable. Let's just start with the elephant in the room, y'all. So recently a young Ukrainian girl was stabbed on the bus. And then Charlie Kirk, one of the greatest debaters, was actually assassinated. Not killed, he was assassinated. Shot him right in the neck. It was one of the most tragic things you can see. And these people are going for the neck. It seems very symbolic. And it's very odd that these things happen right before September 11th. It's almost like a certain group of people are trying to distract us from having another conversation. They want to keep us talking about Charlie Kirk and the Ukrainian girl getting stabbed, and they got all this black people and white people arguing and fighting and all this racial tension and shit. And all this shit is a distraction to keep us from talking about 9/11. Yes, the motherfucking Zionists with the small hats are doing all of this shit just to distract us from 9/11. It's too fucking obvious. Because they are behind 9/11. Look up the 5 dancing Israelis. This is a real event that happened. This is not some conspiracy theory Alex Jones shit. This is some real shit. These evil Zionist motherfuckers with the small hats have orchestrated these events to keep us from talking about 9/11. Because they're trying to distract us. They are trying to distract us from their... Shut the fuck up. They're trying to distract us. I hate that fucking dog. They're trying to distract us from talking about what's happened during fucking 9/11. They are trying to distract us from their involvement. They are trying to distract us from pointing out their involvement in 9/11. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what the fuck's happening. These Zionist motherfuckers with the small hats are purposely orchestrating these events to distract us from knowing about what their involvement is in 9/11. That's all this is. They are distracting us from learning about their involvement in 9/11. It's too fucking obvious. They did all this shit right before 9/11. Good morning. Charlie Kirk gets killed. The little girl, the Ukrainian girl, gets stabbed, and they do this right before 9/11 because they don't want us talking about what's really happening. We all know what the fuck happened. At this point, I just say I don't know, but we kind of know, you know what I mean? It's like imagine this, just like, you walk in somebody's house and it's only 2 people that live there. And you walk in the house and the fucking wife is dead, and then the husband's sitting there with a knife in his hand and blood, talking about, hey man, it wasn't me. It's like, you don't know for sure because you wasn't there when it happened, but it's almost obvious that, like, the husband killed the wife. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's some things you don't have to witness with your eyes to know that this is what the fuck happened. Some things are just too fucking obvious. Honestly, now, I'm not excusing the dude's behavior, the dude that stabbed the young girl. I'm not excusing the dude that shot Charlie Kirk. Because their involvement is just as bad. If their involvement is what I think it is, that somebody came to them and paid them to do that or offered them some type of deal to do that, I don't know. Maybe they put them under MK Ultra. Yeah, I don't know. There's really no limit to where these motherfuckers will go in order to push their evil fucking agenda. There's no limit to where these motherfuckers will go. Don't underestimate them at all, y'all. For 1 second, don't ever underestimate their evil abilities. But what I will say, and this is not an anti-Semite thing. I know I'm against religion all the way. I'm gonna really start hitting hard on that later. It's just I don't want to scare a lot of my audience away, the little audience that I do have. But I will say this, man. I hate religion. Am I an atheist? I wouldn't say, because I would say I'm more agnostic. I think an atheist believes that there's no creator. where a person agnostic like me, I believe that there may be a creator, but not the creator that you motherfuckers claim are the creators. No, I don't believe in God in the Bible. I don't believe in fucking Allah in the goddamn Quran. And I damn sure I don't follow anything Judaism. Okay, I don't fuck with Judaism, I don't fuck with Islam, and I don't fuck with Christianity. Okay, and one day I will explain there are very good reasons for that. But all of this shit is being created by these motherfuckers who do have these fucking crazy ass religious views. Okay? And I'm gonna say this, man. This whole situation with Charlie Kirk and shit, I know I keep bringing it up because it's all like intertwined. It's just very ironic that today is 9/11. And instead of everybody talking about the conspiracies of 9/11, everybody's talking about this. It's like they purposely came up with this fucking distraction. I'm telling y'all, man, like I'm not dumb. I got enough sense to know this shit. You know, the problem is we live in a world where a lot of people are not trying to do their fucking research. But trust me, y'all, more than enough people know this. More than enough people know this. And as I was saying, I'm not a religious person at all. So this is not me being anti-Semitism, because I don't believe in Semitism itself, because the word Semite comes from the word Shem, which is a character in the Bible who's not even a real fucking person. No, Noah was not real. Neither one of his dumbass sons, fucking Jacob and whoever, Jacob and Isham and Shem and fucking Ham and bacon and sausage and all the other fucking sons that he had, they're not real people. And no human being on this planet Earth are descendants of these people. That's like saying I'm a descendant of fucking Hercules. How the fuck can I be a descendant of Hercules if Hercules wasn't even real? You stupid motherfucker. Like, God, I fucking hate religion. I hate religious people. I hate people who go to church. I hate motherfuckers who tell me I need Jesus. I hate motherfuckers who tell me, oh man, buddy, you need to read the Quran and you need to like, I can't stand you motherfuckers. You people are fucking delusional. Anybody who believes in an invisible man in the sky with superpowers is just as fucking delusional as a motherfucker who thinks a man can become a woman. There it is. Yeah, I said it. All you motherfuckers need help. I feel like I'm living in a fucking insane asylum. But no, my point, I ain't mean to ramble on about that. But my point of saying is, it's not even about anti-Semitism, because I'm against all religion. I'm against Christianity. I'm against fucking Islam and any of these dumbass, retarded, Abrahamic religions, as we call them, where a bunch of niggas pulled shit out their ass and spread it in a fucking piece of paper and called it a fucking holy book. Okay? That's all Abrahamic religions are based on. So I'm against all you motherfuckers. It's not that I'm against a certain group. Listen, I don't like Islam. I don't like Christianity. And I damn sure don't like Judaism. So it's not about being anti-Semitism. I'm not looking at this from a religious point of view. Not even from a political point of view. I'm just looking at it as a humanity thing. This is about just fucking humanity altogether. The point is, 9/11 was orchestrated and funded. That whole event was orchestrated by an evil group of Zionists with the little hats on their fucking heads. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I can't even say their fucking name. They orchestrated all this shit. They paid somebody to kill. Good morning. They paid somebody to kill Charlie Kirk. They paid somebody to stab the little girl in the Ukrainian just to fucking distract us. They orchestrated all this shit. They did 9/11. And they're doing all this other shit just to keep us from talking about it. So now we're all talking about Charlie Kirk and the Ukrainian girl that got stabbed. And no one's going to talk about how the Zionists with the fucking small hats did 9/11. See, that's their trick. Nobody's going to talk about how the Zionists with the small hats started 9/11. Nobody's going to say that. Nobody's even going to ever mention that. That phrase is never going to come out of anyone's mouth. Wink, wink. Nobody is ever going to have the courage to say that the Zionists with the small hats orchestrated 9/11 and they paid somebody to kill Charlie Kirk and they paid somebody to kill that Ukrainian girl on the bus and they're causing all this racial tension and they fucking orchestrated the whole event of George Floyd getting killed. They orchestrated Martin Luther King's assassination. They orchestrated JFK's assassination. And they orchestrated 9/11. And they're doing all this shit to distract us from it. They want us to keep talking about Charlie Kirk. They want us to keep talking about Ukrainian. And they definitely don't want us to mention the fact that they had everything to do with 9/11. Wink, wink.